Welcome to Steelworks Strength Systems again, everybody. I'm Brian Turpak. Push-ups. Super simple movement, but we have a lot of things going on here. Why should you do them? Got 4 reasons here. First one, obviously, you're building upper body strength, pushing strength, okay? For the arms, the shoulders, the upper back, okay? Push-ups also, when done correctly, they develop a core bracing strategy. So if we're doing push-ups, which we'll take a look at here in a second, if you're letting the core sag, you're not getting the most out of your push-up. So we're teaching the deep core muscles how to fire correctly in sequence with pushing. Strengthens the neck, okay? Do you walk like this with your head out in front? Absolutely not. Your head needs to stay in line with your whole entire torso, okay? So if you have that chicken neck when you do your push-ups, we'll take a look at some things to fix that as well. And then finally, it prepares the body for upper body plyometrics. So the biggest one that comes to mind is the burpee. A lot of people do burpees, and a lot of people shouldn't do burpees. If you don't have the necessary strength, you probably don't have the necessary control that you need when doing something with so much of a dynamic effort like plyometrics. So we're going to take a look at how to do a push-up correctly, and then also how we can use the push-up as a diagnostic tool to help us learn more about ourselves and how to fix some of our problems, or at least simply address them. So let's go ahead and take a look at how to do a push-up. So let's take a look at how we do the push-up right, all right? So the first thing we have to look at is our bases of support, so our hands and our feet. So the hands, we want to have slightly outside of the shoulders, and these index fingers are going to be parallel to each other. We also don't want the hands to be completely flat like pancakes, okay? We want to have a little bit of an arch in our hands. So you should see the tips of your fingers turn a little bit white as you're digging into the floor. That'll help you kind of control what your wrists are doing and subsequently what the rest of your body is doing, okay? So that's the first thing. Then we're going to screw our arms into the floor. So you should see your elbow crease is pointing away from you. And what this does is this externally rotates the shoulder and allows you to take up slack in that joint. Our shoulder joint is the most mobile joint in our entire body. And in this case, we need it to be able to be a little bit more stable. All right, so by tightening it up a little bit, you're protecting your shoulders. So we got that position, all right? Get it from this angle here. So we got that position. We're going to reach the feet back. Feet will be together, and we want to make sure that we have a nice line from the head all the way down to the feet, okay? We also don't want to see the shoulders sag. So we're going to have a nice round upper back, okay? And then the movement initiates by me sending my shoulders forward and my elbows back, okay? My chest is going to touch at the same time as my thighs, and then from there, I'm going to push straight up, okay? Again, all the way down, all the way up. So let's take a look at some common things, some common problems that we see with the push-up and what that means for our training moving forward. So the first error that we usually see with our clients with push-ups is we usually see the old worm push-up. Okay? And what this usually means is that the core is not firing in sequence with the arms. So one quick fix we can do with that, we can teach them or tell them, squeeze your guts, squeeze your butt. Okay? If after cueing them so many times that still doesn't work, we clearly know it's an issue of strength and not necessarily an issue of awareness. So to help build that necessary strength, and they can't push up in the right positions, we encourage our clients to do negative push-ups, okay? So from the floor, negative push-ups, all the same setup, but then we just control the descent with those good positions. They can drop to their knees to come back up. They can even worm back up. Again, we're just looking at the negative, making sure everything is in alignment. If they can't control the negative, then we'll just take people up onto a box or a bench and elevate, okay, until they can continue to hold that position and do the rep with good quality. The next particular error that we see is the neck shooting forward as they go down, right? So as we go down, so a really quick way to fix that, grab yourself a dowel or a PVC pipe. And then what we want to have here is we want to be able to put the PVC pipe on our back. And there's going to be contact. Let me just move my head here. There's going to be contact with the head, the shoulders, and the hips when you do it right. Okay? So you should have contact as you go down the entire way. And we find that that usually helps fix people's neck issues. Okay? So if you're new to the gym, the push-up is one simple movement that it's a good idea to master before you start moving on to more complex movements. There's a lot of bang for the buck. Don't underestimate the push-up, whether you're just a regular gym goer, a runner, a competitive athlete of any kind. Push-ups pack an enormous punch. If you have questions about any kind of programming or strength and conditioning questions, please email me at brian@steelworkstrength.com. Thanks.